Okay, today we are making a Manwich tater tot casserole. I don't do a lot of casseroles. Uh, they're not my favorite, but this one's really good, and it's cold and snowy outside, and I'm tired. So it's easy. I have 1 pound of ground beef in the pan, which I'm going to salt, pepper. When it is when it's finished browning, I'm going to drain it. And I'm going to add in some chopped onions and bell pepper, about half a cup of each, to saute with it. And the vegetables I'm using are frozen, so they won't take very long at all. I just have to mostly reconstitute them and let the water cook out of them. So we're going to do that next. And first we're going to brown this ground beef. We will salt and pepper it, even though we're going to drain it. Okay, we're still working our ground beef here. It was slightly frozen still in the middle. I didn't take it out in time. Using my little food chopper, I'll put the link in the bio, the Amazon link for this. I'm going to put the lid back on this and let this finish thawing out. Of course, our meat, we get it from, it's raised by Rocky Knob Farm and processed by A.W. Meat House here locally. Can't say enough good things about either one of them. We love them. Okay, to this we're going to add a little bit more salt and pepper. Of course, some onion powder and some garlic powder. About a half a teaspoon of each. And then while this finishes cooking, I've already drained the meat. I'm going to add in half a cup of chopped onion and a half a cup of chopped bell pepper. Okay, now the vegetables are tender. We are going to add in 2 ounces of cream cheese. This is just going to help thicken it and just get it down in there and let it start to melt around. As soon as that's melted, because again it was cold, I did not pre-plan this evening. It's not at room temperature. Just pile some of the meat on it. It will melt quickly. And as soon as that starts to melt, or is almost melted, we're going to add in our can of Manwich Sloppy Joe. So we'll do that in just a minute. Okay, now we're going to add in our can of Manwich. Get that in there. We're going to stir this around, and we're going to let it come up to temperature so we can taste. Then we'll guess what we're going to do. We're going to taste it. We're going to mix it all together, let it come up to temp, and then we're going to taste it and see if it needs more salt or pepper or whatever, because we taste our food here at Mountain Mama Cooks. So let's get this incorporated and let it warm. We'll see how it tastes like. Okay, we have that incorporated now, and we're going to give it a little taste. I'm not going to taste with that spoon. Hang on. Okay, I got a tasting spoon. No double dipping. It's actually really good. Slightly sweet. I'm going to add a tablespoon of Worcestershire and another 1/4 teaspoon more salt. And a little more black pepper. Because if it doesn't taste good now, it's not going to taste good when you're finished. So you want it to taste like you want it to taste at the end. And then just incorporate it. Incorporate it. Any changes or adjustments. Now we're going to get another clean spoon. Give it another little taste. We're good to go. We're ready to start layering this. Okay, I'm going to sprinkle 4 ounces of Colby Jack cheese over the top of this. I put it in a greased 9x13. Next, we're going to layer it with our tater tots. You're going to do just one layer all the way across the top. They're frozen. They're store brand. I'm just going to spread these across here. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is what? Season our tater tots. Salt lightly all over the top. Black pepper. all over the top because they're not seasoned. They won't taste good when they're finished if you don't season them now. Well, onion powder, just the same spices that I use all the time and that we put in the ground meat. Spog, I call it salt, pepper, onion, garlic. And I'm not measuring, just sprinkle it all over. We are going to then sprinkle 6 more ounces of cheese over the top of this and put it in the oven and let it bake for 20 minutes. It does not take long till it's gold and bubbly and delicious and be ready to go in our bellies. Okay, there it is, ready to go in a 450-degree oven for 20 minutes. It bakes fast and hot to get those tater tots done, and then we'll be ready to eat. In the meantime, I'm going to heat some corn to go with it. And there we go. Hot, delicious, fresh out of the oven, cheesy. It's still bubbling. You can see how hot it is. We're going to dish this up and have it with corn. If you wanted to double this, you could do so easily. If you wanted to add your corn in it and make it one pot, you could. If you wanted to do more meat, I mean, you could stretch this for a crowd. You could do a big, double or triple it for a big church dinner even. So I hope you all give it a try. Hope you enjoy it.